He didn't seem convinced that his own agency had a handle on anything ongoing.
You're saying some were fired, some were brought back. People will hear that and think it sounds a little bit chaotic. I guess the bottom line is, did Elon Musk ask you to cut air traffic controllers directly?
So listen, we were having a conversation about who do we preserve? And again, I wanted in those probationary employees to preserve air traffic controllers. We went back and forth and Elon agreed, the president agreed. Of course you want to keep air traffic controllers. We're trying to hire more of them. But I think the key is, can your government be more efficient? We've had a massive expansion of government. You can actually be more efficient and still accomplish the mission of safety, which is what I think we can do. And we are doing that.
Did Elon Musk, though, initially ask you to cut air traffic controllers, and did you dispute that?
No.
Did you have a disagreement with him?
So Elon and I get along really well. He never called me and said, cut air traffic controllers. He would never do that. This was a broader conversation about what positions are going to be preserved, right? So,
which was further exemplified when, after trying to calm the nerves while still blaming other people during a press conference today, there's a new audio recording where he can be heard admitting that he changed his own wife's flight from Newark to LaGuardia.
Tonight, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy insists it is safe to fly from Newark International Airport, but flights there need to be scaled back as it struggles with radar outages and other issues. The latest today. Duffy is warning that more U.S. airports could face similar disruptions as the busy summer travel season approaches.
It absolutely is safe at Newark and in the entire country. And the reason is, when these kind of outages happen, we train for them. We have backup procedures. We have backups to backups to backups to keep the sky safe, which is always the number one priority.
Newark Airport has just had a number of issues come up, in part due to air traffic controllers, the amount of people required to do the job. And it's a busy airport that I fly in and out of. So maybe a bit of a personal question too, with both a runway closed for construction till June, air traffic controller issues. I have to fly up next Monday morning to get there before your wife gets off TV.
Listen, it's the airport I use as well. By the way, my wife was flying out of Newark tomorrow. I switched her flight to LaGuardia.
This after him saying on record, quote, "Listen, we're the safest airspace for sure, and traveling by air is way safer than any other mode of transportation, which is why I take it, my family takes it." In just the past few days, there's been telecommunication issues, which triggered a 45-minute ground stop for Newark-bound flights. This is just 2 days after the air traffic controllers experienced a 90-second radar blackout on April 28th, a radar and radio meltdown that forced 5 controllers to take trauma leave.
You see in Newark, we're going to have to fix, we're going to move fast, but we're going to do it right. My concern is that we could see other situations like this around the country because the system is old. It's old. And we are fighting to make sure we work with Congress, get the money, and begin this build of a brand new system as quickly as possible. This couldn't happen without the leadership of President Trump, who, again, I'm going to say, he talked to me when he gave me the job. He knew how old this system was. And so when I presented him this plan, he said, listen, I want you to walk through it. Are we going to do the whole thing? This is not a patchwork. It's not a Band-Aid. This is going to be everything. We're going to build it brand new. And I said, yes, Mr. President, this is a plan to build everything new. It's going to be complicated, but we don't want more Newarks. We don't want more Newarks to happen throughout the country. And so
Duffy blamed the lapses on old technology and poor congressional oversight, claiming, quote, "Congress and the country haven't paid attention to it." While most people, conscious and not in a cult, are responding, number one, you're in charge and your administration has overseen sweeping cuts to this very department. And two, where was all this chaos during the 4 years under Biden where allegedly things were just falling apart? But to get back to that Congress point, let's take a closer look at the fella we're dealing with here and his past voting record while in office. Oh, that's right. Trump's new transportation secretary voted against FAA funding in 2019 during his last term in Congress. Sean Duffy voted to defund the agency that provides air safety. I mean, is anyone surprised at all that Duffy's past legislative record reveals rife hypocrisy?
This is President Trump's job approval rating on taxes. 38% approve, 53% disapprove. This is Fox News polling. 38% on the economy approve, 56% disapprove, 33% on inflation. We know this was huge in the election, 59% disapprove. But Scott Bassett had a a very important message as the 100-day mark approaches on all of that. Listen from this morning.
We've got a three-legged stool here. It's trade, it's tax, it's deregulation. President Trump has come out of the blocks roaring. And I think this is something new for the American people. We're going to continue to make the U.S. the best destination for capital in the world.
And that something new might be, the short-term pain people are feeling reflected in the polls. But will they hang in there, Robert, to see what is promised as long-term gain?
Yeah, let me be quick here. I mean, one, Steve knows a tariff is a tax on the consumer. Yes, it brings revenues, but it's not a tax cut to the consumer. So that's just not true. And Steve's actually written about that, as has Kevin Hassett. With respect to the three-legged stool, I think with short-term pain, you're seeing it in the polls. People don't know really what's going on. Things are actually, some prices are going up, some are going down. This is not actually the immediate, great economy that the president spoke about. Actually, half the economists thinks we're going into a recession.
Love this video? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch and help us blow past 1 million followers.